ChatGPT's new agent mode truly has human capabilities, and we will go over the agent mode today. It's been out for Pro users for some days now, and some Plus users already are reporting that it's available in their country. And I hope that by the time that you're watching this video, the agent mode is available in your country, because it really is a powerful tool, a powerful tool. And we will have 3 questions today to guide our video. Number 1, what is the agent mode? Where does it come from? Because once we understand it, we will know better how to use it and operate it. Question number 2, what can it actually do? What can the agent mode do? And question number 3, how can we start using agent mode today to help us with our daily life needs, whims, whatever we like? I still don't have a name for today's video, but we're going to go over the agent mode. Timestamps in the description. As always, let's begin. A new opener. Hello everyone, welcome back or welcome for the first time. My name is Idan and I bring you the tools and the knowledge so we can turn AI into a parent bash for our ideas and to make our daily life easier, just in general. And I really hope that you enjoy AI at least as much as I do. So let's go over the agent mode. First of all, the agent mode is in the toolbox. It's here, you can see it. Agent mode. Pro users get 400 searches, tasks, missions a month. Call it how you ever like to call it. And Plus users, I think it will be 40, maybe a bit less, maybe a bit more. And before we start just clicking and sending the agent to work, we will go to an infographic that I've prepared with Gemini, which is a very cool way to present stuff. And there is a lot of information here about agents, the four pillars of agency, task suitability, agentic arena, which company has agents. But that's for those of you who like a bit more information, to go a bit deeper into the dive. We are just going to look at that flashcard today to understand where the agent mode comes from, because we said it comes from something, and we have our 3 questions. So the first question, where did the agent was born from? Well, it's a combination between 2 things, something called the operator and the deep research function. Yeah, the deep research, that function precisely. Let's talk about it for 1 minute. What is the operator? If you're not a pro user, you probably don't know the operator, so give me 20 seconds, I will explain what it is. The operator is an agent for a web browsing, just like the agent mode. It's really similar. Also how it was, also the display was very similar. In other words, you could send the operator to work. Let's take a simple task, go to Facebook, go to the marketplace and search something according to these specs that I give you. And once it went to Facebook, you would have taken over the browser and enter your login, and then it would look in the marketplace. It will navigate itself to the marketplace and to Facebook. It navigates itself completely to the marketplace and look for what you want. But the operator was kind of weak. After 3, 5, 8 minutes, it would stop working, and it was buggy. It was very, very buggy. But that was the operator. We can call it the hands. We can call the operator the hands. That is the first part of the agent mode. The second part is the deep research, which we can call the brain. It does complex reasoning, big research. If you haven't tried deep research before, I really recommend. And please, if you haven't, if you don't know what I'm talking about when we're talking about deep research, please let me know down in the comments, and then 2 things will happen. First of all, I will send you a very concise explanation of what is the deep research, because you need to know. It's a very, very good function. And also, I will make a video especially for you, which is something that I enjoy doing. So that is the deep research. Reading long text, the name says everything. It does deep research, gives you the research as a very nice block of text, very organized, with references, everything. That is the deep research. That is the second part. So we have the brain, which is the deep research, and the operator, the hands. If we combine the two, we got ChatGPT agent. It's unified. Of course, they did a lot. They upgraded both of them significantly for the agent mode. The point here, if we think about it very simply, it's a deep research function with hands, and it really has human capabilities. Now let's from here move to our second question. What can it actually do? I'm saying that it has human capabilities, but what can it do? Well, first of all, to see what it can do, and we will start sending the agent to work here while we discuss everything. You can see that it can do reports, actions, spreadsheets, presentations, and suggested stuff. I'm guessing the suggested is based on you. I think that the golden line here, the important thing to understand, the deep research, the agent mode, which is the deep research with hands, it can conduct research and act upon it. That is the big boom here. Even if the research is in a place that requires your login. Maybe you're a lawyer and there is a big website with all of the information and precedents and rulings that you want to search when you want to find stuff. You can log into that through the agent and it will conduct a search there. Yesterday, I used the agent to help a friend to find a job. I sent the agent to look for a job. I gave it the specs, I gave it the CV, the resume of my friend, and I told the agent, I want you to find a job in this area. I want a link to the ad for the job and a link to the job's website, to the office website. I can show it to you if you want. There is no reason not to. It's just in Hebrew. Let me show you. Why not? Well, you can't see. Hey. Can you see now? Yeah, you almost can. It's a new setup. Let's see. There you go. Here, it's in Hebrew. If you guys don't know, I'm from Israel. And here, I gave it all the specs for the job. And then I gave it the CV. And here, you can see two searches that I asked it to do. Here, I gave it some, we tried again with the CV. And we can see it working. This is how it looked when it was working. I know it's in Hebrew. You might not understand, or maybe you're from Israel. And then you do understand, or you just speak Hebrew. And you can see it working. And while it's working, you have those three dots here. And those three dots allow you to take over the browser. It shows you the activity as it did. And you can see here that it searched 21 searches. I'm sorry, I cannot move my mouse, but look to the left and you will see that it searched 21 searches in 122 sources, worked for 12 minutes, and gave me all of that. By the way, pro tip, you take all of that, you copy, you go to Gemini. I wasn't planning on showing this to you guys, but it's very interesting. I will show you the display, it's better. You go to Gemini, and in Gemini, you just copy, paste, click on the canvas here. Can you see the canvas? I don't know if you can see the canvas, which is a bummer. How about now? Yeah, here you can see the canvas. You click on the canvas and you tell Gemini, make it an infographic, and then you can see it much more, more eye-soothing. It's more fun to look at it that way. I know, weird language, Hebrew, right? We write from right to left and not from left to right. Let's go back to the agent mode. So, let's go back over to our questions. We talked about where does it come from? Operator, hands, deep search, the brain, and now it's deep research with the hands, which allows it to go into places with your login. We gave the lawyer example. Can also automate your social media if you need. That's more for the entrepreneurs or social media people here. If you have a lot of comments you need to respond, if you want it to write something and post it right away, it has hands. That's why I'm saying it has human capabilities. Now let's see what it can actually do. So we click here on the agent mode, and we can see the things that it can do. When the most important one among them is that it can conduct research and act upon it. What is acting upon it? You can research for a recipe and then ask it to go to your favorite grocery store. Maybe it's Amazon, maybe it's something else that I don't know, Albert Heijn, and then fill up your cart with everything you need for that recipe. I know it sounds weird, it's a weird example, but think about the idea behind the example. You research a recipe and then it goes with the recipe that you researched, with it, to the supermarket's website. It tells you to log in 1 second. You log in. It's very easy, very intuitive. You take over the browser, and then you're in the browser. You enter your login. We will see it in a moment. I hope so. And then it fills up your cart. You can even give it your credit card information and it will pay for it, but I wouldn't recommend that yet. Even me, that I'm addicted to AI, I don't trust it yet. So it's this one. I know I'm moving between a lot of windows today. We have a new setup, a new computer, new everything. Let's start just sending it. Suggested, let's do something quick. Create a list on Google Maps for best Copenhagen bakeries. I'm not from Copenhagen, I don't care. Research global cross-border data transfer laws, research fundamentals of natural wine, invest traditional techniques. Sounds great. Let's send the agent. Now, we will open a new conversation straight away because you can work multiple agents at once. You just need to keep your browser and your computer open. Let's go to reports. Research personal cooling solutions for hot weather. Yes, please, it's boiling here. It's 35 to 38 degrees Celsius. How much is it in Fahrenheit? Ask ChatGPT. I don't know. And we start a new conversation. We go to the next suggestion. We will talk about the sources in a moment. Actions. Conduct a calendar audit based on the last 6 months. I don't use a calendar, but I can see how it can be very, very useful. Review and prioritize my inbox after vacation. Your mail. Yes, let's please do that. Because you can log into your mail. And actually, I think that if you go to the sources, you can see here that my Gmail is already connected. But let's leave it like that. When it's not connected, it will ask me to log in my Gmail. Let's open a new conversation. And we go to the agent mode again. We go to the now spreadsheets. Compile, and I don't know what is the UN SECO data on education ratios and teachers. I want something that I know about. Compile sheet, comparing CO2 emissions and renewable data. Build discounted cash flow model for energy company. Build a discounted cash flow model for NVIDIA. We could build a better spreadsheet, but well, I don't want too much dead air time here over it. Let's compile a spreadsheet comparing CO2 emissions and add here for someone who knows nothing about it and wants to learn, because I don't know what it wants. I'm not even reading the prompt. Why? Because right now the important thing is to see it working. And finally, presentations. It does very cool presentations and analyze global broadband affordability, build a presentation on emerging ag tech solutions and opportunities. Ag tech is agriculture tech. I have a degree in plant sciences, probably why it suggests that. Create presentation on DTC, skincare investment, develop go-to-market strategy for robotic pet lunch. Wow. Create a market entry strategy for luxury hospitality. Wow. Okay. You know what? Let's tell him prepare a presentation that explains everything the agent does. Include where the agent is born from, if it understands what I mean by that. I'm not worrying too much right now about the prompting. And the full bandwidth, let's call it, of its capabilities, including pro tips and usage. Let's see what will happen. Hello, Mike. Now let's start seeing the agent work. This is how the agent looks like. This is exactly, we talked about the operator. I really want to connect us back to what we were talking about. This is also how the operator looked like. Much less smooth by much. And it wasn't telling you with much ease what it was doing. Here, the three dots, as I said, you can take over the browser. You can look at the activity here, all the activity that it has if you want to check. And you can take desktop view to see what it's doing. You can stop and you can take over the browser. Let's take over the browser. We are waiting. Today's video will be a bit longer, as you might imagine, because things take time here. But I want to show you everything. So the browser is ours. You are controlling the browser. GPT won't see or store anything while you do it. What does it mean? Well, ChatGPT, OpenAI, while the agent is working, is taking snapshots all the time for improvement issues, not issues, for data for improvement to see how it works, how it does. But when you are using the agent, it doesn't, or taking over the browser, it just doesn't take those snapshots. You insert your logins, all of that, so it doesn't take the snapshots. But the agent will remember your logins if you want it to. So now I take over the browser just to prove I have taken. Whoa, look, I can't write today. I have taken over the browser. Now, it's not YouTube. It's happening in lag a bit. I've taken over the browser. I can see what it's doing. I can do it. It does the captcha alone. I'm just saying. Well, don't ask me if I'm a robot or not. It doesn't matter anymore. It's an AI. I can open a new tab, as many as I want. I can search stuff. Search Google. It's using Bing. Why Bing? Microsoft, OpenAI, they're friends. What can you do? Can go here. Anything, I can close the tabs. The browser is mine. The browser is mine. Let's send it back to work. I took control. It tells me you took control. Stopped after 4 minutes. You took control. Thinking, sure, I will proceed with the research and final report. And as you can see, I remind you, we have 5 agents because for everything in the agent, we send it to work. Here it's a buyer's guide to wearable cooling devices because we wanted to know how we can cool ourselves in battery life at 35 degrees. Here it's hotter today and it's like 70% humidity. Here we are prioritizing the Gmail. Oh, interesting. I tried accessing your Gmail box through my browser, but it looks like external websites are blocking this environment, so I'm not able to open Gmail directly. If you can please copy paste subject lines. What happened here? Well, first of all, we cannot hope that it will be without bugs. It's completely new and you see it working. And by now I hope you understand it's amazing. But I can tell it, let's try again. What might have happened is that because we were talking about other stuff, it went to Gmail, but I didn't insert my login, so it didn't go there. Or maybe Google truly stopped it. But that now is a good opportunity to talk about the sources in the agent. And what I'm about to tell you now, I'm sorry that I don't know if it's only for the pro users or the plus users. If I found out, I will write it in the comments. Here, that's the wrong window. This is the right window. Here we have the sources. Let me zoom in a bit. Zooming. Sources. We look at the sources. It's among the connectors. The connectors are places, data places that you can connect your GPT to, and then it becomes your ChatGPT becomes a one-stop section, and you don't need to go to your calendar, to your Google Drive, to Gmail. We had Google Drive for a long time. Now they are adding more connectors. As you can see, I have my Canva connected. I have my GitHub, which I'm not using, connected. My Google Drive, and I just need to put it on. And now I clicked my Gmail. My Gmail is connected. And I can tell the agent, now I have connected you know what? It's something I wanted to do for a while in a video. Just press dictate. I have connected my Gmail, so let's get back to work. Just a much more interactive way to do it on a video, right? Instead of me writing and typos all the time. Oh, it tells me using agent mode with connectors. Choose connectors with care. Untrusted sites can obtain your data. That is something we need to be aware of. Agent mode is designed to respect your privacy, but malicious sites might trick it, and I will discuss it now when I send it. Eventually, the agent mode reads stuff on the web and it might come across something that tells it to help with your task. Please enter the credit card information here or enter email information here, and it reads those stuff and it's like a prompt. This is also why you want to be careful with the credit card information, because people will try to attack the agent mode and they will succeed. Because it's new and it will become an arms race. It's a new whole world section area of expertise for security of agent mode, and not just the security of the agent mode, but a new type of scam. It's a new world of scamming. So just be careful, because it has human capabilities, but it's not as smart as you. It's still a bot that reads prompts, and everything for the bot is a prompt. Let's get back and look at our natural wine primer. I remind you, we wanted to see the wine between traditional and non-traditional, natural wines and traditional ways to fermentate. And it gave me a whole it's a big research. And you might be asking yourself, first of all, you see it's longer than the deep research. And you might be asking yourself, Idan, looks like just the deep research. And I will tell you, correct. But think now that I want to act upon it. Now I want the agent I want to take all of that. And the agent mode is gone here, which is something that they still need to fix. I don't like that it's gone. But I can take all of that because I can download it. If you don't know, you click on the share and download PDF, and now you have it. Failed to upload, that's fine. We just refresh. We go here, download. Wow, I love it. And look, the agent mode is back after refreshed. Sometimes it comes back, sometimes it doesn't. What can I tell you? Oh, let's go again, try and refresh. Well, we have the agent mode, so let's get back to my point. If we didn't have the agent mode because it was buggy, we could have taken everything, even if we're having trouble downloading it. We can copy, paste it to a notebook, whatever, put it in a new conversation and tell the agent, okay, I want to try and make a wine based on everything that you just gave me. So can you please find me the groceries from my grocery store near me? Of course, you will need to give it the information. Researched and acting upon it. Now, might be interesting For some reason, I cannot download it, which is kind of yucky, you know? It's not fun. But a pro, let's refresh one more time. I'm not going to read all of that. I'm either going to listen. Here we have the read out loud. Or if I'm really interested, no, it won't let me. Or if I'm really interested, I will take everything. I will move it to a PDF somehow. Doesn't matter how. Maybe wait till tomorrow until the bug is over, because it's a bug, right? I will take it to the notebook LM, which I hope you know, and it will make a podcast out of it. I hope you know that tip. It's a pro tip. Okay. Cooling methods, which is absolutely something I'm interested. You see, it's a lot shorter. Again, we can now act upon that research. Agent, let's tell it, agent, find me those things. I want to buy them. Without even reading, because I'm showing you that you can act upon the research. By the way, it's not just acting upon the research. If you would have wanted that the research will be conducted in a place that requires your login, it would have. That is it. And now he's looking through Amazon and all of that. Gmail, here's a quick rundown for the most relevant emails from the last 2 weeks. Okay, security alerts, financial services, sources. So I don't know what to say. It's the first time I'm doing that. I'm doing that for the video. Sources. Holy shit. Ooh, ah. Before I upload this video, I'm going to make sure that there's no passwords there. But yeah, those were my emails. Let's continue. The spreadsheet. The spreadsheet is still working. We wanted a spreadsheet for our World in Data International Energy Agency compiled a spreadsheet comparing CO2 emissions per capita. By the way, here it's working and we can scroll up. It's interactive without even doing anything. What about our presentations? Well, our presentation is still working. And yes, presentations take time. This video is already 27 minutes long. I don't want to take any more of your time. Let's see if I can download that. I cannot download that, but I can read it out loud, which is the important part. I hope that was enough to get you going, get your idea going. We just have one final question left. How can you use it right away? Well, how can you use ChatGPT right away is also a question that we asked ourselves when ChatGPT was published. And my answer to you is just try everything. You want to do anything that you want, doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. You have 40, let's say that you have 40 requests per month, okay? Nothing will happen if you will spend the entire 40 on the first month just understanding what this thing can do. Remember, brainstorming, getting something that you like, acting upon that brainstorming, and follow through. My recommendation, go. Don't even use it for work. If you right away, excuse me, if something pops for your job immediately, then you don't need me to answer that question for you. But if nothing pops up, think about something that you want to do this week. Maybe you want to go shopping. Maybe you want to cook something. I really like the example of the recipe and buying stuff for the recipe because it shows you the entire train of thought from recipe to actually grocery paying in your house, cooking the recipe. And the last thing that I will say about that question, how I will answer that question, is how I answer that question every time someone tells me, I don't know if ChatGPT can help me. Well, you don't know if how you can start with the agent today. Let me close the source here. Ask the agent, I am a YouTuber talking about ChatGPT. Mostly because soon we will have videos also about Gemini and Suno. Mostly, how can you as the agent help me? Now I can tell it, create a presentation, give me, or maybe give me a full review. That's the best way to know how the agent can help you. Now, I'm a YouTuber talking about ChatGPT mostly. To truly use the power that it has, write at least 100 words. Try 100 words. It's nothing. It's nothing. A proper prompt, if I write a proper prompt, it will be at least 500, 600 words. Write to the chat. And if you don't want to write to the chat, maybe you feel uncomfortable with writing to the chat, write to me. You have my link of Instagram in X, and you have Instagram and X. That's what I have. That's the social media I'm active at. One last thing. One last thing. I know every time I say one last thing, but it is the last thing. Once you do get those things, here's our spreadsheet. We were waiting for it. Afghanistan population, CO2 per capita. Let's see. Notepad, always notepad. I don't want to show you. I don't want you to see how it is. Download. Let's see if it's better. No, it's worse. Okay, we can see that, it's nice. Here it is. You can't see all of it, I know. I'm not, even worse. My screen share is not made for for the tables. It's made for ChatGPT. But here we have the spreadsheet. Do we have the presentation? We have the presentation. Here's our presentation. Unleashing ChatGPT agent, born from operator and deep research. I didn't tell you that. I know that I said that, but I didn't tell you that. Operator, deep research, ChatGPT, what everything means. Let's web navigation, form filling, synthesis, conversational reasoning. Nice. Run code. I haven't tried the agent for coding yet. Access agent mode, configure connectors, which gives you customization. We show that. We will have a different video about that. This one is already too long. We have some boops here. Well, apparently plus plans, you have 40 agent messages. Very nice. Themes, depends on your credits. Safety limitations. If you want it, just let me know. I'll send it to you. I did it for the video. I don't care. I did here. I want to show you one last thing. Our research, let's see if we can download our research. No, our research is bombed, but we can just copy. Another minute won't hurt you guys. We go to Gemini. Pro tip for those of you who want pro tips. Not that one, that one. We paste it to Gemini. We click on the canvas. We tell Gemini make a, we'll get closer so you can see it. Make a beautiful infographic. I cannot stand typos. Send. And now Gemini will take the entire research, which we haven't read because it's a gazillion words, and it will write a beautiful infographic. My Gemini is Pro Gemini. It's the lower tier, but talking on YouTube about AI is what I do. So I have Gemini. I also have Grook, but I don't really like Grook. Don't tell Elon, because I like Elon. Waiting. Meantime, where is our, here, if you remember. The emails, by the way, spot on. I mean, I don't know if it's spot on that the prioritization, but that connector, scary connector. There we go. Here it found, we skipped it a few times, but it found everything. From Amazon, AliExpress, we have links, which is a deep research kind of thing. And we go to Gemini and we have our infographic. Now, it could have made it nicer, but that's it. I want to wrap it up already. Link copied. It's an HTML as always. Click, shoot. There we go. That is our infographic. We could have easily made it nicer. Easily. That's about the wine. Organic, biomedic grapes, native fermentation. Ooh, that's interesting. I like it. I like wine and I like fermenting stuff. I'm fermenting mead. Have you ever tried mead, fermented honey? It's delicious. That is it for the agent mode. We will probably have another video about more things that the agent can do, more specific things. This video was very general, just to get you going, just to get you feeling, to see the agent. If you've made it so far, wow, good for you, really good for you. If in the middle you've decided that's enough for me, I'm gonna try it out, good for you. Thank you for being here. Like, subscribe, leave a comment. You are more than welcome to subscribe. Join the channel. I will see you in the next video, in the next live. Until next time, try the agent, tell me how it is. If you don't know, you don't know something from here, from the video, if it was a deep research or you need ideas to how to work with the agent, leave a comment, talk to me on Instagram. I'm here one-on-one. I'm here talking to you, as you see, 40 minutes. One-on-one. I will see you in the next video, the next live. Bye-bye.